All right, we're back.
All right, fantastic. So we're back here at the Drunken Smithy. We're not quite certain if the first half of our video was actually recorded. So just to recap, we're the Drunken Smithy. We make swords, knives, axes, hammers, fabulous weapons. We'll make them to your design, your request. And then we have favorites that we also offer. We carry our line, they carry our line at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair and several other Renaissance fairs. We teach stage combat, we teach forging, we'll teach you how to make a railroad spike into a knife, and we'll do it in 4 hours. And we'll throw axes and drink beer right afterwards. Lots of fun. Check us out.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, check us out on drunkensmithy.com or on Facebook, Drunken Smithy Facebook. And tonight we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons. We got a fun crew of guys here, and a lovely lady who's not playing, just watching, but maybe in the future she will play. Earlier this evening, the party has received message that a young girl is missing, and they've gone in search of her, and they found her father, who is
he's the beer man.
The beer man.
Oh, the beer man.
The brewmeister of the town of Greenbriar, and he was turned into a zombie, and he was killed and then killed again, and his dogs were killed again, and now the party has to follow the tracks of this necromancer so they can hopefully rescue the young fair maiden. So if you're just joining us, that's a recap. If you've been with us, sorry to bore you. Now let's hit it, gentlemen. You have wiped out Rupert and his dogs, and you know that down the path, farther along, there is still a necromancer. What are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and ask the severed head of the barman if he knows where he went.
You're going to cut off the barman's head. And
it's already halfway off.
You are a sick puppy.
Actually, this is a sick puppy. And I point to Scotty.
Oh, no.
Should have taken better care.
Paladin, are you going to put up with this desecration of the dead? A friend, a person you knew from your village.
He does kind of sound like him.
I mean, look at the guy. He said he was fine.
I would like you to sit back. I've been waiting to bury him.
Even though I'm the one who cut his head off, I think probably we should just give him a decent burial, make him a pyre.
Have some respect for the
light
beer,
him up so he doesn't follow us, yeah?
Well, you can't disrespect
Did he own the bar?
He did.
Would you mind letting me have it?
I think that's Elvis.
I didn't know it was okay.
Oh.
I feel like he thought it was. You all heard it.
No, that was Elvis.
Something about discount.
Let's
tear this wagon up into a fire.
Never mind. It was really a weird dialogue. I'm going to take my axe and start chopping down the wagon to make a pile to burn it.
Fantastic.
Start chopping up the wheels.
Okay.
Do we find any hidden compartments in the wagon as we are disassembling it?
No. All the money was in his pocket, and it wasn't much because he hadn't made the delivery of the beer yet.
Is there any salvageable beer?
Yeah. There was a whole half of a keg left. It's been tapped now.
So let's have a drink in remembrance of Rupert, and then let's hunt down his killer.
Yeah, let's do it. Fireball the trailer and exploded. The wagon.
A little bit. We should take a short rest real quick, recover ourselves a little bit.
As we're going to
Before we take a rest and tracks go bad, I'd like to check the area for tracks and see if we pick up on the necromancer.
Okay.
Which way he went and get a good solid trail. 5, 8.
I should be at 7.
It's really not that hard, because when he cast the spell and he leaped, he left a huge divot in the ground.
Nice.
What you notice is that he ran off a little ways into the woods, and the path bent in that direction, and he met right back up with the path. So he took a little bit of a shortcut, got ahead of you, started feeling safe because you couldn't see him anymore, and that's when he shouted back to you. But he went back on the path.
I'm going to try to get some of my arrows back to the shop.
I don't understand why you're going like that when you're talking about it.
I'm putting my arrows
All right,
Just
Nick.
eat my arrows and pull them out.
Edible arrows.
No flirting with the DM. I'm not going to give you extra hits if you do that.
I would like to just
didn't
say that
spell.
I think his nickname should now be the Prince of Arrows.
I'm okay with
I
that.
like it.
I am the
I still like
That's
the
your
wagon
house.
scale.
It doesn't mean what you think it means. No, that's the best part. That's the best part.
All right,
Oh, Lord.
I would like to do a history check to see if I recall stories of a necromancer in the police.
Oh, they were gonna say the Prince of Arrows. Yes. I see it from a long time ago.
Roll.
No, is there any lore?
22.
Oh, wow. Okay.
20.
Big,
Everything there is to know.
I think that you have actually. See, in this little town, the hedge was built because of the barrows, where ancient kings and whatnot have been buried. Now, a family built an inn right on these old barrows, and Cherry Seco, that was her name, Cherry Seco. She was legendary as a necromancer in these parts, and she was a bit of a hellion. Now, nothing was ever like proven against her. No peasants revolted against her. She actually did serve good beer, but she would be like 90 years old now, and last anybody heard, she still runs that inn, the Barrow Inn.
Okay.
She sounds hot. Spider.
Alrighty.
I think
What are you
she's
doing?
90 something.
The pyre. Oh, I see. You built the pyre.
Totally different taste.
I will
You are standing
fire
around,
bullets and explode it.
Oh, fantastic.
Having a drink in Rupert's memory, and he starts it on fire,
Yeah.
and then we take.
I'll use my thaumaturgy to up the fire as well.
Oh my goodness.
I'll use my music to play a little sad
It is
song.
a roaring blaze. Fantastic. The wind is still whipping. The fire, the blaze is
Out of control.
really, it's pretty much, it is out of control. If it wasn't for the wide path, it would be setting the whole woods ablaze. And are you all prepared now to march on down the path? Have you recovered
Have we
some?
rest?
Yes,
I
everybody recovered.
I think we had our rest.
We have a bit of a rest.
Has anybody healed you?
So he should have gotten health points back from the short rest. He can use his hit dice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if I got a hit dice back, then I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Fantastic. Now we're marching on down the path, I imagine, in the same marching order.
So then we.
Okay, the wagon is gone, the dogs are gone.
So we have our rogue scouting off to the side, and then mage in the middle, dwarf in the back.
You march on for about another hour, and now it's getting really dark. It's early evening, but you've come out of the woods a little bit, so it's actually a little bit lighter than it was a few moments before, deep into the woods, and you've come to a fork in the road. One veers off to the right, to the town of Abermary, and the other veers off to the left to the Barrow Inn, and to places farther west. You were headed due north.
What do we know about Abermary?
Abermary? Abermary is a mining town, so there's lots of metals, ores, and gems traded there. It's not a dwarven town, but there are a lot of dwarves. That's really all you know. It's all there is to know about it.
Does anyone need anything?
It's a wealthy town. It's a wealthy town.
Assuming
Good armor.
since-
Good armor in Abermary.
I think we should go to the inn since that's where we happen to know there's necromantic.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Necromancer. Evil.
Yeah.
At least there was
I agree. Can
50 years ago.
Can we check tracks and see if there are very recent tracks going this way, one way or the other?
Good idea.
Roll.
Necromancer prancing.
Nice.
19.
You see tracks that you think might be the tracks that you were following. In fact, you even see a little trickle of blood.
Towards which?
The Barrow Inn.
All right, boys, we got blood.
Well, I mean, we all got blood. I hope.
But somebody's leaking blood, you mean?
Huh?
head towards the
Well,
barrel.
did anybody hit the necromancer with anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yep.
I gave her a 1-2. Actually, that's a lie. There was just a 1.
What are you doing?
Well, you know,
I'm sorry.
Not
How
as
many
young as you
times
used
did you hit her?
That's fair.
The old one.
Well, I was getting chewed on by a dog. I wasn't even sure it was a her.
I don't know why you had such a problem. Scruffy seemed docile to
I don't know if
me.
we know that the random
shut up.
necromancer that took off was a man.
Do
or
we
a
know if it
woman.
was a man or a woman? Did anybody shoot an arrow in her?
No,
in
so
him or her?
we saw the
I can't
overall.
You can't remember if you shot him
Yeah,
or not.
somebody
There was
shot
a lot
him.
of arrows. There was a lot
You've
of-
been drinking too much of that
I
beer.
mean, it was really good.
No such thing.
You are the Prince of Arrows.
When you
You're the Prince
when
of
you
Arrows.
heard the shout on the wind about the puppets, do y'all remember that?
We wrote it down.
You couldn't distinguish either way if it was a man or a woman.
I didn't even
Because
know
it
if
was
a necromancer.
in the distance, faint, and on the wind.
I love it.
So we continue down the road towards the inn.
That's my vote.
All right.
Alright, let's do it.
I'll go
Right.
straight
Alright.
down the road.
So you head down that road about another half hour, and off in the distance, you can see an inn. Now the inn is backed up to a great barrow mound with concentric circles of stone, weeds growing out everywhere. And the inn is sort of backed up to it. It's built up on a little bit of a platform, built right up to there. The ground floor, off to the sides of the platform, that's where horses are stored. But you climb up steps to the entrance to the inn. And it's a 2-story inn. And you walk down the road farther, there's nobody outside the inn. A few horses inside, there's candle and firelight coming from the inn, a smoke trail coming out from the fireplace on the inn. The night is cool, the wind is still whipping and howling, and the moon is full.
The road is.
And in the distance you hear a wolf and realize that it's only Jacob. The jester. Now is your name Jacob the Jester or Jacob Jestier?
Yeah, it's Jacob's Gestia.
Jestier. Are you a jester, Jacob?
Well, he has Jester outfit on, yeah.
Oh.
Wait, do you actually have
You're
bells?
weird.
Because that.
But he has a hood that has like a little bell on the end of it.
doesn't
I
that
know.
mess up
As
your
you've
sneaking?
been trying to hide, have you been going tinkle tinkle tinkle,
Very lightly, very lightly.
thinking that you're hiding?
No, it's like an episode of Ninja Turtles. No sounds from the bell.
Tingling.
He's just.
Good to know that
He's professional.
you
he's
think you're
professional.
hiding when you're going tinkle tinkle tinkle.
You shouldn't have told him about the bell.
Oh,
You're gonna give us away all the time now.
No, he's gonna give himself
Good to know.
away.
Good to know.
I go up behind him and I use my sword and I cut the bell off the end of his hat because it's been annoying me as we've been walking. We've been following the tracks.
I mean,
I give it to him and I say, wrap this in cloth and put it in your pouch.
I rather like the bell.
Keep it forever.
I go into the inn.
So, well, before
I'll
we
go in
go
with
in, do we
him. Last
see
time he was
where
by
the tracks
himself,
in
didn't end
blood? Do we see where they go? The tracks in blood, do they just kind of run out after a while?
Well,
That's not good.
You didn't. No, you don't say anything. The wound has probably been staunched, and you haven't been following blood the entire way. You just saw a little bit of blood heading off in this direction at first.
Poor Jacobs is going to have a little funeral outside for his bell. He's very,
It's very sad.
very sad, very in a state of
You can
sorrow.
sew them back on, Jake.
It's
You can sew the dingle bells
it's
back
fun.
on.
I'll make a little grave, set it down, and say a little prayer over him.
I'm actually astonished by like how dedicated he is to this bell. I actually am starting to feel a little bit bad for him.
He's just crying.
Kind of killing my
I
buzz.
kind of feel bad for cutting off the bell, so I say an actual prayer, and then we check out the inn. You're welcome.
So I guess Eitri, you're going up to the.
I'm going.
You're going up the stairs to the door.
Are you guys coming?
Yeah,
We're going
I am
upstairs.
going to make sure I am right by.
let's go. Let's go.
All right.
He has
We're headed
a.
up the stairs to the inn.
It's a tendency.
You can hear a bit of raucous laughter
Tree and I.
in the inn.
Does it sound the same as...
I
kick in the doors.
Does it sound like a bunch of...
I'm kicking in the doors to go in and join the
Yes, yes.
festivities.
By the way, my wife says, "All right, boys, we got blood." Is currently the best quote of the night.
That might
Who said
be.
that? Ah, they do. What? Oh, that is my wife also. What's with the whipping wind? Hey, you, pipe down. Write nice things, especially when it's about me.
I'm upset my sick dog
She's
doesn't
your
even get
wife.
more...
It's too late
I
for
lost my
the
puppy.
dinkle bells. Oh no, it is.
What have we done?
It is.
All right, so what's going on in this
All right,
day?
so we get up to the door.
I
and,
kick in the door. I'm going in for the festivities. I'm excited.
Don't kick it in.
I'm-
He means he's pushing it open
With his
enthusiastically.
mind.
No,
And it's not
he
working.
basically puts a boot in the door.
Inside, right before you do this, you can hear raucous laughter, lots of men talking, merriment.
Can we hear what they're saying? Maybe it's a check.
Go ahead.
Especially if they open the door.
No, I can't.
20. I got a 20.
I hear ringing in my ears
Wait,
while the previous part.
you hear.
Guys, I think it's a bunch of foreign people. I don't know that language.
What did you roll?
I got a 20.
You hear.
That's what I thought he was saying.
Now,
You said
so
drunken.
Tree, you're at the door there.
Yeah.
Are you gonna open it and go in, or are you gonna? The jester's trying to get by you, acting like he's gonna kick the door.
He's pushing his way through.
All right, so I'm just gonna walk through the door.
Okay.
So Adrian and I walk through the door.
You don't quite get a chance to kick the door because the door is open. If you want, Rogue, you can kick the door as you're walking by it.
I mean, it's
like a little side kick.
That's all ruined.
Yeah.
A little football kick, soccer kick, you know?
So you
Your
enter
frustration.
into
Get over your
you enter into a room,
Oh, he's already over.
and there's
I've had time
you're
to
greeted
adjust.
instantly by the warmth of the room, glowing fire on the right. In front of you, there's a very big table. See this big wooden table we're at? It's exactly this size. It's just like this, benches on either side. You see that there's about,
Does it smell like this?
it does. This table smells like oil and wood and beer. And in there, it smells like beer and wood without the oil.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
Is there anything on this table? Is there enough room to stand on this table?
Well, there's a couple of mugs and whatnot.
I'm going to stand on this table, pull out my loot, and use my entertainer's ability
Fantastic.
to start making a show so people will like me more.
All right, let's have a song then.
Right before you do that, which that's very interesting, and we'll do that. But you all come in and you're filtering in. What you see is that there's about 5 people at this big table, okay? And then there's another little table in the back where there's 2 guys. And you notice off to the left here, only about 10 feet away, there is a bar that's about 10 feet long. And there's an old woman behind the bar. It's kind of a low bar. And she's kind of stooped. And she's sitting back there. And as soon as she comes in, she goes,
I'll take that as my
Yes.
and you go and you get on the table and you start
Would you
playing
like to
your-
hear a song?
I walk over to her because
Hey,
is she calling
Freebird!
us?
She comes up to you and she goes,
What can I get you? What can I get you?
Beers for the group.
Beer. We have beer. We've got good beer. Our beer's brewed in Greenbriar. Good beer. Good beer.
What's
Best.
brewed in Greenbriar?
It's brewed in Greenbriar. Good beer.
Oh, yeah.
So she goes back behind the bar and she's getting you all beer.
And possibly some information if you have.
Well, she's gone now. You're going to wait till she comes back?
Yes, yes.
She goes, and she comes back and she's got a tray with tankards of ale on it. And she starts handing them out to
Oh,
you.
thank you for the ale.
When she comes back over, when I use my divine sense, do I get any? What impressions do I get from people in the room? And
You
from her
get that
specifically?
she is evil to
Why
the
would
core.
Why would she have me or ale from
Don't
Greenbriar?
drink it.
Who did we
Wait,
kill earlier?
Wait to drink it.
I can't
Did
hear you
anybody
over
drink
my
it?
music.
I took a drink.
No.
Roll the 20-sided die.
I did. I I even packed
What's
my
your constitution bonus saving throw?
She's
What did
the
you roll?
one.
All right.
15.
All right.
You
And my
You're okay.
constitution is a +4 to save, so that's 19.
Oh.
Your stomach rumbles in a very aggravating way,
I-
as if this beer was tainted.
Oh, look, it's the beer. I think it's bad.
I hear his stomach rumble.
Do you?
And
Do you put your ear down to his belly?
I smack him on the head. He's a
it's very loud.
Yeah.
And he's a sick dwarf, so
He is
it's
now a
extra
very sick
loud.
dwarf, yeah.
And then he says that he thinks the beer is bad, and so I use my divine touch to heal him of whatever poison.
All right.
I'm going to throw the beer at the old woman. Is she there? Is she within beer throwing range?
Yes.
I throw the beer, mug and all at her.
She's super evil, bro.
But she gave me back. She adulterated beer.
All right. Everybody roll a die.
That's not very good.
25.
Anyone you want. I was gonna say I got a D4 over here.
9.
All right.
Good, a 4.
6.
All right.
Wait,
12.
add on to this?
Well, what you see is she instantly gets very angry. Okay, you throw that beer at her and she's like, "Ah!" And she reaches up her hand like this, and you can see emanating from it a skeletal hand that goes and tries to reach onto your throat.
Oh, that's not nice.
Not at all.
I will take notice, but I will proceed. The show must go on.
Fireball.
It
I would like to shoot a
grabs
fireball.
you around the throat, and you take 4 points of damage.
I want to shoot
damage.
And
I
it's
wanna shoot
holding.
in
It's
between
holding
them. We rested. I would like to use a chromatic orb, and I would like to shoot between the two of them at the evil old lady.
All right, let's
So, here we are.
let's try to set this
Guys,
up.
there are some other people at this bar.
I'm keeping it
Well,
the same. I'm
we
still seeing
did necromancy
Say that's-
and stole this guy's
Set this here.
She brought it to her own place.
Mr.
have a-
D.
do you have a
and
table
Grace,
or-
Master, do the people like my music?
Do you have a
I mean, I'm
table?
taking notice of what's going down. My eyes are kind of wide,
Let's
but
say
I'm
this
still
is the
playing my
table.
songs.
Now you're just playing it faster.
It's like, oh,
You're playing battle music.
So he's up on the table.
Help.
You can bring these spells
Somebody
in
gotta pick up them
here.
right
Go over here.
Where's she at?
She was coming out here to talk to you just around the bar.
After the battle, just rolling around.
She was there.
I assumed he backed up when he got his
Is that what the
poisoned
table is?
beer.
I'm gonna put some generic bad guy pieces out here.
I'm gonna turn
This
and look, but
looks-
I'm gonna keep playing.
Worst bard ever.
I'm not a bard.
Did you have your poison?
Just an entertainer.
Yeah, if I'm being choked by a skeletal hand, can't you see?
That's true.
Are you still joking?
You tried not
I think it's still
being
good.
joking.
I
You
think.
never told me stop joking.
Yeah, you said she continued to choke me.
The whole break.
It does.
I've been joking
It
here.
continues to choke you. All right. Now let's do this. Let's go the opposite way. Let's just start with you and go in this direction. Now, she's had a reaction. The
What-
gentlemen at the table are going to
what-
react after you all because they didn't even notice
They're still being soothed by my song.
exactly.
When I use my divine sense, what did I get from these gentlemen? Are they-
Nothing more or less neutral-ish.
Where's the
So they might
Maybe
stay out of
a
the
little
fight.
bit of evil.
where is Eitri?
Is that an actual
He's
alignment?
at the bar.
Okay,
Kind
I
of
want
sort
to
of
shoot.
neutral-ish.
I would like
Yes.
to shoot whatever's grabbing onto his throat.
So
with
she's like
fireball.
here.
Whatever's grabbing his throat, I want to shoot with fireball. Shut up! I want to shoot him with fireball.
Okay.
Yeah, this needs to stop. Right? 10 plus the 16.
Okay. Roll your damage.
D6. No, it says
Where's the door?
You take 4 damage because he just set a fireball in your throat.
Maybe shoot the person who's casting.
As the cleric, I can't really get
This is your fault. This could have been avoided.
The skeletal hand that is attached to his throat, it evaporates as his throat bursts into flame.
Oh, that's smart.
Maybe you should sit down, Mrs. Wallace.
Yes, I think that. Yes.
My wife asked if that was Cherry.
I'm so
The
sorry.
lady who is attacking you, is that Cherry?
Yeah, the old necromancer.
Yes, it is Kate, but nobody has asked that, but it is.
I did
Why
make
would you
the
tell
point
her
earlier.
without us looking?
No, I did make the point
supposed to be a
earlier.
joke,
I said
It was from
this
the
is the
spirit.
necromancer from that runs.
What's that?
Oh, you did.
It's a...
Very good.
It wasn't super loud.
This isn't the poison beer, is it?
It's up to you now.
Fort
Fortbeard has fried the dwarf.
Yes.
It's our own part.
Yeah, it's your fault.
All right. Well, in that case, well, should I just attack her or should I?
Heal him
Where?
first.
Where
Okay.
is she?
Yeah, let's.
She's across the bar from us, or?
The more
Right
straight
there.
All right. So I step over here.
This is sort of the end of the bar. She had come
Okay,
out
yeah.
here.
Okay,
Now she's
yeah.
right there.
Okay.
So I step over and I use lay on hands for healing hands for Atri.
Okay, go ahead.
That's,
And
that's just
pretty much automatic?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's automatic.
Yeah, you get
okay, yeah.
5.
You get your.
It's to you,
It's
Varys?
well, it's up to 5 points.
No, yeah, you can use up to 5. But
Well, I'm
you
saying
can
each
use 20
five.
damage for sure.
You said you healed him of that poison, though, didn't you?
Well, he didn't actually get poisoned.
You said you wanted to heal him
Oh,
for the
that's
poison that he
Well,
drank.
but
Because that would be all 5 points.
does
Was he-
that
was he
take all
actually-
5 points,
was he
or is that
actually
just the one?
poisoned?
When he drank
Oh,
the
When he
yes.
drank the thing, he actually got poisoned. He got
He-
safe.
he drank poison.
He made his save.
Okay.
Okay.
So he wasn't poisoned anymore when he used it.
He still used it.
You can't use it if there's... That's up to you.
That's up to you.
What?
He had to lay on hands.
I have lay on hands.
Yeah.
I thought it took 1 point to heal one because you have 5 points. So I thought it took 1 point to heal poison. And so then I thought I had 4
But it
points
takes
for lay on
5.
hands that I could use.
No, you use.
Okay.
So yes.
Alright, yeah, so
Alright.
then-
Oh, in that case, I attack her.
Wait! You used it to do what?
To heal him of his
Yeah, he healed me of the poison.
But he
Because when he
saved
was-
you.
When
As
he
soon as
drank.
I drank, he healed me, but I also made the Constitution. He kind of did it at the same time.
Yeah.
Someone figured out there was poison in the beer.
Oh, yeah, I understand, I'm sorry.
did it, so he
He would have had some poison damage. He wouldn't have gotten it all, but he would have gotten some, you saved him from that. You
Okay.
did do good.
Okay. Good. Okay. So in that case, I'll
It
attack.
wasn't a waste.
I'll attack her.
Fantastic.
So I run up to her and do I get? Is there charging damage as well?
No, you didn't have,
Okay.
there's no room for that.
Okay.
It's
So
5 feet away.
9. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit.
9, that was with your pluses.
Yes. I rolled a 3.
Oh, no, that doesn't
So
hit.
yeah.
Oh, no.
The worst.
That doesn't hit at all.
All right.
Varys.
Alright,
There
I'm
is
going
the
to use
spider.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw. She needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
She does. Oh. Now, what does she have to save against? What is the DC that you create for her?
It is 13.
Oh, she made it. So what happens to her? Oh. Okay.
That's all I got.
To you, Rogue.
I am still swept up by my little show, and the show must go on. So I'm going to switch over to battle music.
The battle music plays.
You're not gonna shoot her.
Alright, I'm gonna scream, "You besmircher of the beer!" And I'm gonna take my battle axe and try to cleave her
I
in
didn't
two.
think those were any of the
When you
viewers
do
who
that,
said
it comes out very raspy because you just got shot a fireball.
Where's my axe? I need my axe. It's much better.
Hacking my axe off the table.
All right, do it. Swing for the hills.
Oh, I got a 3
Oh no.
plus 7, so that's only 10.
You got 10.
You got 10.
Well, with my bonus, I got 10. You know.
Oh, well, she's an old woman wearing no armor. You hit her.
Yes!
Good job, you hit an old woman.
So
I beat the old woman.
The beer of grandmas.
Hey, if they
Princess
spoil
Anne's
the beer, they
beer
deserve it. They deserve it, you know. 5, 10.
To be precise, she's an old woman wearing no armor with a limp.
And I hit her with the axe like
Yes, you
this.
did.
I'm impressed with you.
How much damage did you
Yeah, I
do?
did.
Enough.
I did 10 damage.
Oh, she falls over. Good. Dead. You have killed an old lady.
Yes.
The better music and
But a mean old lady.
And she
An
was
old necromancer.
She was bad.
She was bad.
She was bad to the beer.
Add to the bone.
I
I'll
went,
finish.
All right.
I'll finish with a cheery
that.
crescendo.
At
Tell
that.
the boys that it's over.
Add that so you know. This guy jumps over here. This guy runs over here. These two guys come down here as well. Okay. And they all have. This guy runs out the door.
Nice. And this guy, he just.
Still seated.
Oh, okay. He's
Now, these 4 guys have all drawn daggers, short swords, axes.
Now, with my entertainer fee, people tend to like me when I play performances for them. So, do any of them like
Let's
me?
find out.
I know if
They
like
don't.
I hope you enjoyed the show. You little bow on the table there.
You walked in with the guys who killed their bartender.
Hold on,
He
hold on.
separated myself.
I would like to do a persuasion check. Like, look, before it gets more rowdy,
Please do.
let me just make 2 points.
I'm charging it as soon as I can.
He
I'm
was a
putting six.
necromancer that tried to hurt us first, and 2, free beer.
I like the better part of him saying, I want to make 2 points, and the dwarf charging into it.
She poisoned the beer.
It's fair.
He got a 9.
You notice this. They are hesitating. Really uncertain what to do. What do you all do?
Hold on.
I will lean in a little closer and I'll say, boys, I suggest you take the offer of the free beer. Is that a persuasion or intimidation you want me to roll?
How do you want to do it?
Yes.
Dylan, how do you want to do it?
I'm going to do it as a persuasion, because I haven't done anything to piss them off yet. There, that's my persuasion. That is an 18. Suggest that they go
This
ahead
guy
and-
turns to the guy next to him and says, I got somewhere to be. And he runs out the door. These guys are looking at each other and they still got their weapons out. They're not sure what to do.
I think
What are
Atri
you
knows
gonna
what to
do?
do.
I'm running still. I'm going after him.
So Atri charges across.
It doesn't. It's important.
It is for the cleric.
Not important.
It's actually the most important thing to the cleric right now.
Just for funsies,
Yeah,
as he's running,
yeah,
I'm going
the
to point to the
cleric
guy and
might
say,
wanna
look
be-
to your right.
Look to your right.
And he gets hit
So
by
you're
an axe.
running forward with an axe?
I'm running forward with my axe.
The guy in front of you goes, wait! What do you do?
You get out of here! Give me the axe. I've had enough for today.
He runs back behind this guy and he runs out the door. These 2 guys are
Chase-
slowly walking towards
chasing him
the
around.
door.
I hope you enjoyed your stay. Had a good night. Get home safe.
Fly at their faces and scare them.
They take off out the door. Now, at this table back here, I said there was 2 guys. I just didn't have another figure. They're both still sitting there.
Would you guys like to hear another song?
Not feeling very well.
Yeah,
So I want to go behind.
we would
the
like
bar.
another song and
A lullaby for the dwarf.
some beer.
I'm gonna sit down and drink.
I will.
Drink
I'll go fetch the beer for pretty much everyone.
I'll go
Okay.
kick my poison
And
bubble or
I'll sit down. Like, so, what's your deal?
Yeah, I'll
We were just passing by. We stopped here to get a beer. They have decent beer. It's made in Greenbriar.
We just
I
must
saw
have died for it.
the Jerry went bonkers on you. What was that about?
You know of Jerry?
Oh yeah, her and her weird son. They're the craziest people in these parts.
Her son, you say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit down and play a lullaby.
So,
and just kind
But
of.
would you know where we would be able to
Down
find
once
the sun? I mean, we should probably give the information.
Went through there about a half an hour ago. There's a door right here. Right? The bar ends about right here, and there's a door right back there.
Are they? Does it seem? I'd like to do a perception insight check.
Insight to see
Good.
if they're like.
Yeah, to see if they're like lying to us, being honest. If they're 18, 23. What do you see?
They seem like they're telling the truth. They're scared. They're a little worried. There's only 2 of them, and there's 5 of you all, and you all have weapons out. You're heavily armored, wearing armor. They're not wearing armor. They have side arms on them, like a hand axe and a knife, but they're not armored up at all.
To draw a weapon. I have been playing my lute the entire time.
Yeah, that's an improvised melee weapon. So.
I believe. Wait. My tech person was doing a motion. I don't know what he's doing. He's saluting me. Hello to you.
I got the message.
Shit. Everything's better with the soundtrack. Somebody sing. You need to sing. Somebody wants a soundtrack.
I'll play the music instead.
No, don't.
You have to sing.
What song should I sing? I'm bringing down the mood.
We got about 14 minutes
So,
before we wrap this up. So
I'd like to know their names.
Gerald and Barry.
Well, Gerald, Barry, I appreciate the information. I put away my mace. And you know what? For that information, the drink's on me tonight.
Well, they have another drink with you. They're pretty excited, and they say,
That was launched.
we haven't been here long, but I can tell you this. He seemed to be wounded because he was whining a lot when he went through that back door.
Yeah, that was me.
And you heard him.
Yesterday.
Necromancers.
Well, that's all we know, and we'd like to go. We'd like to head out with this beer and
By all means, if you want, take one for the road. But before you go, have you seen a young girl in her 20s in the area?
No, we've only been here for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day, fellas.
Cheers. They had out.
As they're walking out, though, I'm gonna hold a hand out and be like, "For the show."
Of course. They each give you 2 silver pieces.
Wonderful. So I get 4 silver pieces.
Yeah.
You did good.
I did a good job. That was a
Let's
great
check-
song.
Let's check that door. Should we take a rest and then check that door?
I agree with that.
So
Rest.
Adrian can regain his voice
Yeah.
and
I'll
beer.
rest.
So yeah,
I'll drink
let's take a
also.
shot.
Eitri, he singed your beard. Fork beer singed your beard.
He wanted to be the only one with a real beard.
He tried to see my beard.
There's a big hole in your beard.
Fight!
So now it's fork beard and split beard.
I'm gonna have to give him a good cuff on the head.
I'm gonna say, if you guys want to go ahead and
Show
show
him
arms,
loudly.
go ahead and.
I'm gonna give him a big
I'm
cuff
gonna
on
take
the
a
head.
All right.
Oh, God.
3.
It ricochets off his head and does nothing.
I'd like to give him one back.
Okay.
All right, so the rules are no shirts, no shoes, no services. So you go ahead.
You're
and
much
drop your
shorter,
weapons.
so he hits your head nice. Like reach the top of his head.
You guys go ahead and drop your weapons. You take off your armors and you go ahead and fisticuff it out. Let's go. Right.
Yeah, the 1-1-2.
I'm gonna.
I'll start moving. I'll start moving tables.
Maybe instead of having a
Lowest
fist
roll buys
fight,
the beer.
we should see what's through this door.
I'm gonna grab him by the beard and
I
poke him off the table.
How about
Highest roll
I'm gonna
wins.
watch this fight.
That's what I'm gonna do.
He's
Ready?
ramming quicker than
Nothing I can do. They won't
I
fight.
can't condone this.
That's great.
Since they're gonna fight, I'm gonna take a bet. So 3 silvers on my brother.
What kind of problem am I? I'll take your bet.
I'm the.
I got 2.
3 silvers for you!
Yeah, I got a 2. No, that's because I'm drunk. Hey up.
Alright, I give you 3.
Yes.
That's a good clean fight. Back
I
to
just won some on my brother.
Yeah, but
Right.
Eitri was weak. He already got hit like 3 times by an old lady.
Well, that's fair.
Yawgmoth
It was an accident to burn my beard.
Will says he is the entertainer and he knows just where he stands. I think that was in regards to you and the
I am the Justine.
silver that you just received. And then my wife is very pleased that now there's some fisticuffs happening.
Yeah.
She's very pleased.
Yeah, that's because she's not the cleric.
Well, all right, who's going down?
Alright, so I tried to grab him by the beard and bump him until I rolled 2.
Were you? Oh no!
I roll a
You
2.
get a couple strands in your little meaty dwarf fist.
My weak to beat
You
up
need to
the
calm
sick
down.
dwarf.
We can take care of this after we get.
I'm taking care of this.
Rematch when you're both at the top of your game. Right?
I'm going after him.
For now,
I'm
let's.
gonna hold
You
him
know
back.
what? I think that's good. So fight each other until one of you falls asleep. And then, after the other one's unconscious, then we go ahead and take
Next
a rest.
round. Highest one goes, lowest one goes to sleep.
That's not how it works. You want to do something, you say what you want to do. You say,
Let's.
we had one
I want to
fight.
go to bed.
We had one fight already. Let's take a rest.
We have some official business to
And
get
move
to
on.
first.
Yeah.
I want to walk away. I want to go to bed.
Well, we can't quite do that yet. There's this door.
Are we just sleeping?
I'm grabbing at his beard again. 7.
All right.
What's my bonus for beard grabbing? I'm short, you know it.
Well, I know, yeah.
Bonus.
Calvin, I'm not really strong
I would
enough.
like
and you
to
just
hit
pull
him
away.
with my-
I have a strength of 22.
You all hear a scream
Oh, that's nice.
emanating
Did he get his
from
beard?
behind the door.
Is that enough? Is that enough for you? Let's check what's behind the door.
Oh, that's a
I go over
Later.
I throw open the door and I use my divine sense.
I'm not shaking. He burned my beard. Hey, whoa!
The door is locked.
I'm sorry, what?
Kick it down.
Can you pick
All right,
this?
I'm gonna try to kick the door down.
I will hold
Where's
my
the paladin
lockpick next to
shining?
him.
He
7
fails.
plus 4, 11.
Can you pick us?
I'm gonna go ahead and take out my thieves' tools.
It's kind of funny to
Love
go
picking.
quiet after you try to kick it down.
As you're trying to pick the lock, you hear a
There's
big
the bar.
thump back behind the door.
I'm going to gently pull my lockpicks out and say, why don't we wait for it to come down? And I'm going to go back on my table and pull out my short bow.
We're still alive.
Nothing happens.
Atri, use your axe to chop down the door.
Alright. I will.
I
will chop.
My sword's no good for this.
With my big axe. I get a good chop.
I'm gonna scooch a little closer.
That's a natural 6.
Plus your strength.
That's the strength bonus. That would be a 5. So that gives me about an 11.
I'm assuming that's about right.
Well, the door's just kind of standing still,
Because we're talking
as
about this
doors
door,
do.
right?
So you hit it.
Yes!
And you're very, very strong, so you splinter the door with your axe, and now you can...
Alright, I'm just
kick it
gonna
open.
kind of kick it open.
I'm going-
in and go through as soon as I can. I'm just gonna kind of.
I'm going to hit it with a firebolt and burn it
Well,
down.
he said he splintered it. No, he
folks?
said he splintered it, and then you could kick it down.
Yeah. So the door, you can open it now, and inside there you see it's sort of a storage room slash bedroom. There's a bed in there, but it's sort of a storage room too. And you can see on the floor, and this is probably what made the thump, there's a big trap door. It's I say big because it's, about 4 feet square, and it's banded in iron. It has a big iron latch pull.
My arrow ready. Is there anything in there? It sounded pretty big.
I go over and try and throw it open.
All right, you go, and it opens right up. It's not locked.
Is it
and
dark?
you see that there is a ladder leading down into darkness.
I will cast my 4 lights into the hole.
Your 4 lights start dancing around, go down the hole a little ways, down the ladder, about 4 feet, and there's nothing.
Send,
I climb down the ladder. Send-
you can send the different lights down at different
Yeah.
distances. So
gonna
send
do
each
that?
of the lights down at different
So you make it your lights, dancing lights, which are basically torch size. Every about 5 feet, they light up on the torch, making it to the bottom. There's only about a 15 to 20 foot ladder, you guess, and the lights are lined up there, and it ends in a dirt floor and there's a large space down there.
Do a backflip into the hole.
I will not do that, but I will climb the ladder down.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna climb the ladder down.
Fantastic.
Should I be worried about any authorities coming to this little...
No, everyone else already ran. They're
I'm gonna follow down the hole.
Yeah, I'm climbing down the
Set
hole
my
too.
piece.
Descending
We kind of won everyone's
sitting
over.
down.
into the belly of the earth.
When you get down to the bottom, you see that it's a dirt room. There's some clay shards scattered about on the floor, and you can see that there's a stone opening with a path leading down. It looks like it's hewn out of rock, right? This looks like it's not just a cave entrance, but hewn out of rock, leading diagonally downward, like a shaft.
I want to do a perception check to see if I hear anything coming from down the path.
I'm going to make fun with echoes.
18.
Hello.
Off in the distance, down this shaft, you can hear the clack of feet.
I'm going to scream down the hall. Stop right there.
And your voice goes, stop right there. But then you hear coming back, did you kill her? Kill her?
Depends. How much was she worth?
I bet she hurt you.
No, that was the dwarf.
She hurt one of us. Us.
All right, I'm going down the tunnel. I got enough of this.
She hurt
Heading down the tunnel.
me.
Are you her son?
Let's come back and drink about it.
Go away.
Alright.
I'm going to whisper we're coming in.
I'm gonna try and persuade him to come out.
Okay.
I'm going to go into...
It's okay, we're not gonna hurt you, you know,
Much.
enemy of our enemy is our friend, all that. 22?
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Why don't you come out? We're not gonna hurt you. We're just here looking for a girl.
Unless you're an evil bugger, and then we're gonna kill you dead.
That's not helping.
Yes.
Well, we will.
We're just looking for a girl. We don't even care that much if you're.
Mommy gave me the girl. She's mine.
Go and tell her he's an evil bugger.
All right.
Let's go get him.
Let's rush in.
Let me persuade you. Well, it wasn't really hers to give.
I'm going to go ahead and let you know I did a 21 on stealth. I'm going to start sneaking.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak after him.
With what?
Alright.
Paladin wearing heavy armor.
Chainmail. It's chainmail.
You got rid of my bell, so I'm even
I do have
sneakier now.
You know what? I'm just charging after him. Screw it. It's not even worth it.
Well, we should let him get out ahead.
You hear behind you. You hear ching, 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 ching coming running behind you. As you're sneaking down, trying to be quiet. You hear ching, 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 ching.
I'm gonna try one last chance before this goes into combat to yell, you can choose the girl or your life. And that's gonna be an intimidation check. 17.
She's mine.
Then you're ours!
I'm going in.
That was actually pretty good. I like that.
Are you guys coming?
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I can be serious!
I was charging down the hall before any of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So he
He's
charged
the
in,
hipster of
and then
Charlie.
he charged in, then you snuck in
that was
after him,
weird.
and then
I charged
in.
before, it was cool.
It's like, all right, let's go.
So as you charge it down, you can hear a boom at the bottom.
Move your lights with us.
You get down to the bottom, and there's a door down at the bottom.
The lights are coming with us.
Thank you for doing it. So there's a door in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna do what I normally do at doors. I'm gonna smash it with my axe.
Oh,
10.
I should have checked to see if it was unlocked.
gentlemen, you're at a door. This is a perfect stopping point It is 8:59. It is time for the Drunken Smithy to put the game to bed until next week.
I like it.
Remember where you are. I would love it if all of you made notation of where you are. And
Take a couple pictures.
we will start exactly here next Friday night at 7 o'clock. We will have another video for you. We will probably have a knife giveaway for the people who watch our live stream. And we hope to hear from all of you throughout the week. And hope you enjoyed our game. We had a good time playing, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a nice special.
I made a puppet out of
Special one to give away next week. So here's to the game, boys.